Hello, everyone. This is Victoria, and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, RTT practitioner, and a mindset coach. John and I explore real change where subconscious healing meets higher guidance.
Hi everyone, I'm Jonah, an intuitive coach. My work's about remembering who you are and trusting your inner knowing. And the question that we have in mind is your independence actually empowerment or a trauma response? I believe I kind of touched on this before. I was actually viewed, I'm the youngest of five, but it seems like my parents have viewed me as someone who's very responsible and so very independent and they could actually trust me to make better decisions for myself. And with all that trust and although it's a really good thing in a way, but there's a part of me that kind of felt that I really had to protect myself. So the burden was very much on this very, young girl, like in my teenager, where I was just expected to do the right thing. And I guess with that expectations of just being responsible and doing the right thing, and it's not something that we have to worry about her. So then it was harder for me to have so much fun. I was always serious. It's I because of that expectation and I wanted to please my parents. I love them and when you're younger, it feels like you have to deserve the love. That's what I felt. Like I have to be very deserving of it. And now I love myself for just existing, which is a very different energy, a very different power on my end. So you have to be very, very self-aware to where you put yourself. Because when you're in a relationship and you're very independent, it's very hard to have that connection with someone where if they want to feel like they can protect you or they could add something to your life. And if you're so independent, you're not allowing them. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with independence. I love being an independent woman. And I would say that's going to be, a core identity. But the meaning of independence is not being hard. It's not being a person that they can't fully connect with, but it's a person who has enough stability that you can truly connect with and truly love. And there's just that the independence is more of an inspiring energy where that person is not weighing you down, but that person is able to cheer you on. Because I really believe that we are a mirror of everything that we do in life. So if I'm coming with you with an independence that is based on love, then my energy being around people is going to be more of an uplifting energy instead of an independent woman who's just very scared of being hurt, of an independent woman who doesn't trust that if she doesn't work really hard or she has to work really hard for things to happen to her, and she's the only person that she could rely on. And so that's a very different energy from, being a very loving, independent woman, trusting that the independence is not difficult. It's just being you, and you are fully supported by the universe. And everything around you, everybody around you is just celebrating you for your independence and being inspired by you at the same time.
That's a very good example, right, for someone who's independent. But from what I've seen a lot with my practice, in my practice, being independent means not being able to connect, not
Mhm.
uh, having that, like you said, that energy that, if you're independent, you're sharing a very positive, uplifting energy. But for a lot of people, for example, this is actually a personal experience because this person is so independent that, oh,
Need.
I don't need to communicate. I don't need to engage because I'm okay as a person, not 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 because he's so independent that he feels that he doesn't need
Mm-hmm.
to reach out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think from the question, I would say it's true. It's because of it could be a trauma response
Mm-hmm.
because this person left his home at a very early age. So he went out there at a very young age trying to cope on his own, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's his trauma response to that because if he tried to need other people to be there for him, to help him, it's it's not him, right? Because he was all of these things that embedded in him that, oh, to be independent is not to reach out, not to ask for help. And
I
and
think he's also associating that with losing control. A lot of independent people don't want to lose control.
yeah,
So I
I
actually want to share something very dear to my heart. When I was diagnosed with Graves' disease, and it was my symptoms are really, really bad. And being that independent woman, and of course, I'm not the same person I was even like a few days ago. um, we're constantly evolving, and I was going to my doctor's appointments on my own because a part of my traumatic way of response for my independence is I wasn't able to ask for help
mm,
because for me, I'm the person that people relied on. I have answers for stuff, because that's where my independent identity is. And I never knew how to ask for help. And I was going through something very difficult, and it would have been really nice to have someone to really share it with.
yeah,
But my response was, and it's really on me. It's never on my family. It's never really on them. Just because I didn't know how to ask for help. Because for me, it was I don't think it was a fear of rejection, but I didn't know how that would feel like or how to do that. Because it was never on my programming to say,
mm,
hey, I'm scared to drive myself today. Hey, I'm scared because I'm feeling dizzy or whatever the case may be. Or, or to even allow for someone else to be able to listen in to what my doctors are telling me about of what's happening to me. And this is very, very close to heart because I know a lot of you out there who are going through, sorry, it's emotional because my niece is also going through something. Just remind yourself that asking for help is a form of strength. And people actually love to help, but they also wouldn't be able to if you're not asking, because that, again, there's that energy of, if you just believe and be okay to receiving help, that you will receive it. And for you out there who are going through something difficult, whether it's an illness or whether it's financial, um, just be okay, and really, like, in your self-awareness, whatever negativity is blocking you for, not even wanting to ask, just fill yourself with a lot of love and just open your doors and just ask. So, Rebecca,
But
back to you.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah. No, that is so true because people need people, right? So that's why sometimes I don't understand when people they just they think they're okay being alone. The thing is, no, absolutely not, right? How do we, if we're just living alone, we're okay being alone. What's the point of living, right? You're not sharing anything to the world.
Mhm.
You're not trying to make this world a better place, right? And also this is a question that I do ask my clients. Does their independence feel like freedom or does it feel like exhaustion,
That's a good one.
right? Um, like what the saying goes, no man is an island. It is so true, right? No
Mhm.
man is an island. And we are here on this planet Earth to share what the love, what the thing that we can give, the love, whatever it is, love, service, um, and just like you said, just being there to other people. And like you said, people are willing to help if you just asked for it.
Definitely. Independence, is an amazing thing to have because it really makes you feel that you are, okay, you are good, that you can take care of yourself. Because we can, as long as it doesn't become a way of you to, because you're fearful or you've been hurt before, or you're scared that your ego is gonna, because you're not gonna receive help. That's why you're not wanting to ask for help. Um, so you're gonna have to be careful on how that independence feel. Like, how does it make you feel? Like what you said, like, is it giving me more freedom? Is it freedom and love at the same time, or is it freedom and just protection? Because when you're constantly protecting yourself, of course, your nervous system too is just not liking that at all, so you will feel whether your independence is stemming from just, feeling good about yourself,
Hmm.
and you're being proud of yourself, and that you're learning, you're making good decisions for yourself, and you're not afraid to make those decisions for yourself, knowing who you are and honoring and acknowledging your true being, and you're making decisions based on that, based from love, and then that's real independence.
And just to add to that, honesty. Are you really
Yeah.
being honest about, yes, I'm independent and does it really, is it what is it really giving you, right?
Mhm.
Not not reaching out, not asking for help, not giving really, that's I think that's a question need to be asked.
So is there anything else, Rebecca, that you want to add?
Um, I think we've shared a lot of great pointers, and just want to say thank you all so much for joining us.
And let's all shift together. Thank you so much. Till next time.